Shabbat Shalom. Good to see each and every one that is here. May y'all continue to bless us, establish us. I want to take this time to start our broadcasting here to remind you that we have a Torah service and every Shabbat after New Moon, Rosh Chodesh. So that's why we are late to be here. I want to welcome all our listeners, those that's in Israel, those in Canada, those that's in Sierra Leone, and where you might be picking us up on the internet. Enter into our house where our motto is, come one, come all, let us build our future upon the foundation of peace and love. Shalom, Ve'ahava. And dear folks, all you need to do is just turn on the televisions and the radios and everything there, and you see that the world is not trending that way. And the way that we're trending and all those things there, it's just bad news for mankind. But they got some of those that are planning for this. You know, they got some survivalist people, you know. They buying these old silos and everything there. They're market silos and making homes out of it. Hey, they making plans. And then, of course, you got the international. That's out in space, and they figuring on dealing on that. And now they got a guy that's gonna colonize the moon. Uh-huh. Yeah, they're gonna colonize the moon, and he already says in a few more years they're gonna have a round trip flights to the moon and back. Huh? I forgot the name of it. I just so you ordinary people don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Y'all ain't got enough money. Y'all ain't got money. Huh?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Check it out. See what it is.
I guess you'll go for it. Y'all old people can't go. Even if you had the money, you couldn't go.
We go to the moon?
No, you couldn't.
Why?
Why?
We got a physical test to go to the moon.
Oh, well, that's true too.
Well, I went to a physical test. Guess what? I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. I got heart. As long as it's
21-year-old, that is one. I doubt very seriously that your body can take about 18 G's.
Yeah.
All that.
I'm just a young man and an old
All
man.
the bones in the brook. Take it off. Take it off.
You talking about a white society? That's what they do. Black folks think that even going to nowhere.
Y'all up there first and tell us about it.
But hey, mankind do have some good thoughts and got some things going, you know. Hey, they just announced it. They got my car coming out. They got my car coming out pretty soon. You got my car.
Your flying car.
Huh? You don't know about that.
All you gotta do is blow a fuse, end up in the river somewhere.
Or be in the dead zone, you know, sometimes you got these areas they call dead zone. You can't get
Yeah, in the dead zone.
Hey, you can go to talk to you. Where you going? Turn this way.
Well, you can. Well, they said that they put a precaution there now that you can always override it with mechanical steering.
yeah.
Is that the one you ride in the back seat?
Sleep, you ain't gonna ride nothing.
Is that the one you ride in the back seat?
Huh?
Is that the one that rides you ride in the back seat?
You want to?
Well, yeah, you can ride the back seat or the front seat.
But your steering control, take over control is in the
Well, right. They got a steering. They got a steering.
I
What's
want
called
to take a nap, man.
Well,
I
you-
be scared to take a nap.
They got brand new stuff all about the guy.
You're right. Right.
Brand new, just come off the line,
Okay.
and they park.
Monday morning, everybody come in here and load up. Leave the fumes out there.
Well, if y'all want to make a trip to California, you can always drive your car or get on the bus and be there all that time while you can get on that bird.
Yeah, I'd rather get on the bird.
I don't know nobody in California.
Be like my grandmother.
In California.
She swore that I ain't getting on that bird. She said, hey, no. She said, if God wanted me to fly, he'd have gave us wings. God didn't give us no wings, so we ain't got no business doing no flying and everything there. So I think the last time she went out there to see her daughter, she rode the bus. It took a long time on that bus. It took a long time on that bus.
That's hard on the body, man.
Yeah. And see, when she's younger, she can do that. So next time she's going out there and wanted to come out there, I don't know. I don't think so I talked to getting on the plane. So next year, she was going back out there again. And I said, well, what you gonna go this time? She said, I'm getting on that bird. I said, oh, grandma. Yeah. Well, I mean, she was against it for a long time. And no.
About 3-4 day ride on the bus.
Yeah, you're right.
Just turn your kids
And
You know how you is, you know how we is right now.
just going to Mississippi.
Yeah, you're right. Had to get out and everything.
Take about 3 days to recover.
Yeah.
And going to Mississippi.
We all in harmony, hollering.
It was all in one mind.
Right. And that was just a little.
Yeah. I wouldn't try that on a bus.
That's right.
No. Bus got to stop at every corner and then all that stuff there and all
Yeah,
wrong.
it's good. I think I buy a laptop, have them get one, and we'll talk to each other on the internet.
But hey, you know what?
We rode the bus over there near the cliff, and there was 2 buses on the side, and our buses stopped, and their buses backing up, and this I felt like we was going over there. There was
I know you was Yeah.
Oh, that illusion.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a bad place to have that illusion.
Yeah, sure is. But nevertheless, these are just all the things to come, that God have planned in the future for us. One of these days, hey, we'll be able to take off and go. They got a one that they're working on now to get me over to Israel in a couple of hours now. Huh?
Supersonic.
Yeah. What call it what they call it? Huh? Yeah, scramjet, right. And if any of y'all ever flew over there, we the last time we come over there, man, hey, I was go out. It was about 18 hours, wasn't it? 18 straight hours. Yeah.
I was looking forward to it. Y'all told me how long it was.
Just think, you get on that plane, then you go to sleep and wake up and you still flying. Hey, just scram.
They're going to charge you more for that, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah, but hey, you up nothing and you down, it's over.
That's right.
You landed.
Yeah, but when you hit the ground that fast, ain't no really looking for it. You ain't nothing but a paper.
Oh, well, that's true, too.
When my mother get there, that way.
Yeah.
How fast do they be going? Did they say how many miles per hour?
And now,
Ramjet, maybe supersonic,
I know the
2,000 miles an hour.
I know a flight from New York to Israel will be like, I think it's like 2 to 4 hours.
I think it's about,
Right.
right.
It's realistic, ain't that?
Now it's 12, 14 hours.
That's about the same to Europe.
Yeah.
Depending on whether or not you got a tailwind or a headwind.
When we went, we had a layover in Europe,
Yeah, that's right.
in Germany.
In Germany, right.
I think I'll be the German. About 10, 12 hours.
Yep.
You get that tailwind, you get a headwind, it could take 12, 14 hours.
Yeah. We're about 18 hours in the air, just flying.
That's too much now.
I ain't talking about other things.
That goes so
German
hard.
knows to do it.
What part of Germany did you have to,
I can't, no, it was the same people that guy that was flying that jet.
Ramstein?
Grandstein,
Uh,
Rampart,
Nuremberg?
Berlin.
I forgot now.
me too.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I got pictures and stuff of it, you know. You know, you go to sleep and wake up, you're still flying.
Yeah, they show you 2 or 3 movies.
Yeah, right. Go through movies. Yeah, that's just see. But you know, that's still something there. You know, just think, it used to take us horse and buggy from Tulsa going to Kansas City. You know, that was a 2-week trip.
Yeah.
2-week trip. Now, how long it takes us to go there? You know, about the same time. Just huh? Oh, I don't remember that. No, we had cars in my day. Right. Yeah, right. I ain't that old. I ain't that old. Yeah, Kansas City was about a car now. It's about 5-hour trip.
I know
But
it
you
used
can
to
get there
take,
faster than I do.
I know it used to take from Oklahoma City to Idabel, it used to take 6 hours. Because you had to go through all them little towns.
Yeah.
Then if you up the interstate, you know, you go straight to 40 and then International Turnpike. And it's about 4 hours. Something.
Yeah. I met this guy, he walked all the way from Oklahoma City to Muskogee to take his girlfriend to Sunday school.
Whoa!
Yeah, he walked. It took him a few days.
It took a while.
Yeah. He walked from Oklahoma City to Muskogee. Sunday school.
When did it start?
He had to start early in the week.
Get there on time.
Good grief.
He had to walk back to Oklahoma City.
He was desperate.
But thank goodness for technology and those things there, and just think, you know, it says it had to come to the mind of things that God, you know, just think people back in those days there, the horse and buggy days, and you know, it would blow them away, you know, to think of the transportation instead of we got nowadays.
Yeah, it would. They wouldn't even know. They was on a different planet.
Huh?
They probably think they was on a different planet.
Yeah.
No doubt when the Rice brothers, you know, was working on that plane, I know people had. I don't know what's wrong with them folks. Yeah, they trying to be a bird or something.
They're gonna kill themselves.
Yeah.
You know how long that plane flew, don't you?
30 seconds?
Yeah, like I was thinking like 13 seconds or something like that.
Somebody was running along beside that plane.
Yeah.
Trying to get it up in there.
Just keeping up with it.
And from that now we have what we have now.
Now we can fly planes for 6 months without it landing.
Oh yeah.
6 months.
Yeah, they can refuel it in the air.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they did on the water.
Yeah.
So, but we have something even better than that coming along. Hey,
Yeah.
see, we'll be able to change the buoyancy of our own bodies and stuff, and just float where we want to go. And that's another subject. Today, of course, is a time of our accounting of our own mind, and we do those things here. I just want because of our Torah reading, we're not gonna go through a whole long, drawn out Israel update, but I do want to mention about this. I told you last week, a couple of weeks ago, that your gas pump is going up, and those things, and I told you the reason why. And now your food bill and stuff is going to be going up now too.
Right.
Because you just got through putting a 25% tariffs on China, and of course that goes directly to us. The farmers.
Yeah, not only that, the way the weather being is gonna make the price of food and stuff go up.
Sure is.
Correct.
So ain't none of this. So this stuff ain't. He picked up of all the times he picked up.
Yeah.
Everything else been against them too.
And the farmers is even complaining now because the point of it is that they're gonna turn right around and a lot of them is depending on sending soy and stuff to China, because China's one of their biggest customers.
They might not have no soil to send to nobody. Though.
Well, that's true. And it will be sharp enough as it is there, and now because they got to replant and do all this because it's getting too much rain.
So this man, he must don't want no peace, with China or something.
You don't want no peace with his people.
I don't think he know what he want. He just making.
Well, he says he's just tired of the unfair market.
Yeah.
China's been ripping us off for years now, and so it's time, and he's right.
Yes, he's 100%.
See? But he said now it's time to get it straight.
Yeah,
Who
but
sent all
he's
the
still
manufacturing
investing.
in China?
Yeah, what's up?
Who sent all the manufacturing to China?
Right.
America sent
Right.
it over there.
Yeah, well, that's
Who else
true.
you going? If you got all the manufacturing, you can set the price.
But you don't fix everything with a hammer. You have to have, you know what I mean? You gotta have a screwdriver or a plier. But this man use a hammer all the time.
A sludge hammer at that.
Hammer at that.
Yeah, not all of them good hammer.
He go hard, man.
Affect his own people.
That's right.
It up.
So the farmers is complaining and everything, and that's gonna add to your gas too, because we ain't gonna have the corn and stuff, cause all Nebraska and all them is flooded out and everything there. And that's where you get your ethanol from. And so that's gonna be shut down and everything there. So get ready.
But the farmers,
Did he try to go over and negotiate with China?
no.
He already hit.
Right.
See, that ain't negotiation.
Right.
Because China backtracked on what they have already obligated themselves to. They try to back out of it, so that's why he did it.
Right. Tack on another 300 billion after this.
Well, get ready.
But the farmers getting they're getting their subsidy. They're getting their welfare check.
Yeah, they
They're gonna get subsidized. They're gonna get paid. We
They got
the
insurance.
one gonna hurt, but the farmers ain't gonna hurt.
have insurance against crop failure.
We never did get our 48% of money.
Supreme Court knocked that down.
Well, the point of it is, he's cried and mad at the Congress because they passed a disaster bill of $19 trillion, billion dollars, I think it was, disaster bill, and the Puerto Rico and some of the other places been waiting on that money for years, and they just not passed that. They didn't want to do that.
He tried to get involved.
They're gonna pass this tomorrow.
Yeah, they already passed it. I think they
Yeah,
said.
for the farmers in America.
For the farmers, yeah.
They'll pass it by next week.
Yeah, they do beat it. They are part of the U.S.
Yeah.
He treating them real bad.
Well,
see, he got that. Y'all didn't cooperate. He said that if y'all cooperate and everything there and listen to him, Mexico will pay for that wall. But y'all just got to do it first. Y'all got to front the money up first.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Say he's trying to shut down the wall. He's trying to shut down the border between America and Mexico.
Yeah. Well, this man is so lawless. He don't obey the laws here in the U.S. They got all kinds of subpoenas that at him. He sent them too, and that's not lawless. That's lawless. You can't do that. You got a court order subpoena say release this, release that, the other.
And he said he gonna fight you every inch of the way.
Right.
Cause he don't want nothing.
We talking about we're in a crisis right now. They call it a what? Constitutional crisis. That's what we are in now. A fight against two different
Trump.
power.
Well, like I said, all these governments is going to be fighting against itself, and
Yeah.
that'll be a problem because God's kingdom is on it. To me, I just let you know that we're just that close to God's kingdom.
Yeah.
We're close.
Yeah.
He's gonna rebuke all these men. All these nations need rebuke.
Yeah.
Including the.
I don't know none of them that don't need rebuke
Good old.
because they all starving their people and all kind of the guillotine military. And so, hey, he said the military gonna get theirs. That's what Trump said. The military gonna get theirs.
I told you he was gonna get it.
I ain't lose a meal.
Yeah,
I told you he was gonna get it.
yeah.
Oh, no.
So
It's not in
that's right.
You can mess up a lot of stuff.
So we see that God has the Mashiach has a job when he comes. He has a job, but I expect all these things to be in critical shape anyway, and it is. Therefore, let us get ourselves together. Let us follow him, who has the best pathway.
Yes.
See, and that it might be well with us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam al sifarat ha'oman. Today is day 21, which is 3 weeks of the counting of the Oman. Malchut of Tiferet. See? Nobility in compassion. See? We talked about what compassion is. Now, the question of it is the contribution and the beauty of Malchut is that is your compassion honorable? Or is it dignified? You know, you can have compassion on people and it's not honorable. You know that, right?
Right.
If you don't know that, you need to understand that. Yeah, it's not an honorable act.
Dignified.
You can have compassion on somebody and just down them like, yeah, I'll give you this. You worthless bum. You ain't gonna never be no good and everything.
I don't know if you want to call it.
That's one thing I can say about what my mother never did. But I see mothers doing that to their children all the time. You just like your dad.
Yeah.
Mhm. Your dad is a so and he ain't gonna do no better than him.
That's something.
Huh?
That don't make no sense.
Oh, but they do.
Who chose that
That's
dad?
something. That's something that a mother never should do.
That's exactly right.
Chose that man.
Never have I ever.
Unless you speaking good words about your father.
Yeah.
But I'm so dominant. You know, my mother, I'd asked about that, because my sister, she left and went with dad and all that, and I stayed with her. And I tried to get some bad thing out of her. Said she would not. No. She that's your father. She wouldn't allow that, and I see the wisdom in that. That's just right. See?
You just didn't know.
Huh?
You just didn't know. You just didn't know. What happened?
Well, yeah, because of that, like I said, we did separate. My sister, she went and stayed in Ballsville up there with Dad and all, and I stayed, mother with my mother. And so we were separated there and all, and so people would ask me and all those things there, and I had nothing bad to say about it.
You start wondering.
I had me one, yeah. I even come with something bad to say something about it. She shake that off just like that. No. And that learned me a lesson too. Just because we can't get along and all those things there and all that, don't mean I gotta go around. There are some people that get divorced from somebody and dog them out. Yeah. I mean, talk about them, boy, and then all kind of man, this and all that and everything now. Wrong.
Yeah. Because they're upset with them. They're trying to express that.
Never do that. I never do those things, and don't. They try to, well, it's wrong. So I say, hey, no, it takes two. So I always tell them, I say, it takes two. And therefore, and I find out that's the easy way to shut up a lot of that stuff and everything. Because they all got, I heard you do so, I heard you do that. Yeah, you might hear everything too. I heard that I got hit with, I had a wreck up there and got hit and knocked over a telephone post. And yeah, guy comes to see me, man, you live? Man, I heard you got it. Yeah, that's them telling me that.
You heard you was dead?
Yeah. Shot me, you scared. Yeah. I said, man, you hear a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
See, I did have a car wreck and all that, but yeah, see, I got thrown out the car and went over the telephone, so high, went up over the telephone post, man.
That's high.
Yeah.
They come there, they bring a fire wagon up there, get that dad and get you down off that telephone.
No, he wasn't hung up.
No, I wasn't hung up on that.
He went over.
Yeah, I went over it. They say I went over it. Yeah.
Sister Rupert already heard it wrong.
That's the chance again.
But the point of it is, if you're going to do something for someone and those things and all that time, let it be done honorably. After all, there comes a time when we all might need some help. You don't want nobody, you're already down enough bad enough that you got to have some help, unless you just one of them bums now.
It's your job.
Yeah. Some of them plans you that and all that stuff. But a lot of people don't pressure those things there. And they already feel it bad enough as it is that you have to have, and then you're going down, you're going to make it even worse than that.
Right.
No, that's not right. That's not the character we want to show forth. That's part of that shalom and ahava that we got to learn how to do. See? And therefore, as we do those things there and we set those things up, this distinguishes and make us a different people than the regular folks are. See? Because just as my grandfather told me, he said, you never know when somebody got to come to your rescue. You never know. He said he was down and hurting, boy, and all that, and then a guy walked up there and said, "Man, I've been looking for you." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I owe you so and so and so and so, and I come to pay you." He said, "Boy," he said, "I wish I looked like I have $1 million." So he was, he came right at the right time, and so we never know. So that's what it's all about here. We're studying our psychic. All these things are things that we have control over, and that set forth our character, what type of person you are. See? And any of those things that we do, there are going to be some people out there that's going to exploit it and take advantage of it. That's why you have different attributes about it. You have giverah, see? Yeah, you said right. Just discipline those things there to curtail those things and go forward. But let us be honorable in our compassion. Okay, all right. Now this is going to require all of y'all. You need to have your Bibles, and we're going to ask you to stand, and we're going to go to Psalms, 133rd chapter of Psalms, and we're going to read all of that together. You have the whole chapter. It's just that important that we can miss none of that. Psalm 133. Y'all got it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, how good, how pleasant it is for brothers to live together in harmony. It is like fragrant oil on the head that runs down over the beard of Aaron, and flows down on the collar of his robe. It is like the dew of Hermon that settles on the mountain of Zion. For it was there that Adonai ordained the blessing of everlasting life. Hallelujah! 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 Remain standing, and we're going to bow our heads for tonight. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, giving us your Torah, the rights and the prophet, and the writ had to shine by thy great spirit, and have commanded us to diligent teaching unto our children, unto our people, and all people of the earth. And let all Israel say, Amen. Okay, you may be seated. Our Torah reading for this week's Parashah is taken from the book of Leviticus, the 19th chapter, 1, starting the first verse, through the 20th chapter and the 27th verse. That is Leviticus 19:1 through the 20th chapter and the 27th verse. Our Haftorah reading is taken from the book of Amos, the 9th chapter, 7 through the 15th verse. That is Amos 9, 7 through 15. This week's Parashah is Parashah 30, which is Kiddushim, and it means holy people. Our scripture reading, which will be taken from our Haftorah reading, which will be given by Shemash. Let us give him our undivided attention as you read the word of God to us.
Shabbat Shalom. Scripture reading is taken from the book of Amos, the 9th chapter, 11 through the 15th verse. That's Amos 9, 11 through 15. That's page 741 and 42. When that day comes, I will raise up the fallen sukkah of David. I will close up its gaps, raise up its ruins, and rebuild it as it used to be, so that Israel can possess what is left of Edom, and all of the nations bearing my name, says Adonai, who is doing this. The day will come, says Adonai, when the plowman will overtake the reaper, and the one treading grapes, the one sowing seed, sweet wine will drip down the mountain. And all the hills will flow with it. I will restore the fortune of my people Israel. They will rebuild and inhabit the ruined cities. They will plant vineyards and drink their wine, cultivate gardens and eat their fruit. I will plant them on their own soil, no more to be uprooted from their land, which I gave them, says Adonai, your God. May y'all have a special blessing to reading of the word.
Amen.
Amen.
Dear folks, as I said before, we don't have a whole idea. We don't have a picture of the whole thing, but you have to understand that we are part of a plan that a higher power has in store for us. He has in mind for us. See? We wasn't there to say, I want you to make it in a certain way and all that. No, he could be with somebody else. He was talking to somebody else. He wasn't talking to us. Just like none of y'all sitting there talking to each other about having children. I'm ready to be born. I think I want to be. No, that's somebody else that talk. See? And make that decision and those things there. And that's why you are here. As my daughter told me, you're the reason why. Which is right. Have to take them. Well, none of she was whispering to me, I'm ready. Can I be? No, but I'm not. And therefore, God has a plan for us. And in that plan, we have to understand the purpose of those things, and we have to use a whole lot of discipline because we just don't automatically go that way. And unless you tell us those things, how would you know? So God brought us out of Egypt. And he said, now it's time for me to get this plan going. Now it's time for those things there. And guess what? Just like today now, everybody don't want to go along with the plan. Everybody don't want to go along with it.
No, they sure don't.
And when you start to get a confrontation with you, they'll let you know. I told you to leave me alone. That was your idea. That wasn't mine.
They out of my business.
Yeah. Who made you the boss over me? Who made you the boss? Why I gotta listen to you? I do what I want to do. I don't tell nobody to say I'm gonna do what I want to do. Okay? All those attitudes and all those things there work against you, dear folks. And when we holler on God and call on God, oh Lord, help me. Yeah, give me some relief. Yeah. God said, I do what I want to do. And right now, I think I'm going to ignore you. Yeah, right. You say God ain't like that. Is God like that?
Yes, he is.
He said, if you turn your back and walk contrary to me, I'll do you the same way you do me.
That's right. I walk contrary to you.
That's what he said. We got to start believing what God said, dear folks. Some of us don't believe that. Huh? Yeah, right. We ain't got time. He done already proved it over and over again. Read the Torah. Read it tonight. Therefore, like I said, it got so bad that God said, hey, I can't be around you. Y'all go on your own out there because I can't be around you. Because I'm about ready to slap all of y'all down. I'm about ready to do a terrible job on y'all. Y'all sitting there thinking y'all doing this here and getting straight with her, and I'm ready to
Wipe you out.
Yeah. Ain't that something? And that's the way things is. Sitting there boasting and talking all that stuff about what we gonna do and how I'm doing, and don't know how close we is.
Amen.
Nothing wrong.
We go to Leviticus 19, of Israel, what he has in mind for them. But I don't want that. What makes you think I want to be that there and all that there? See, you ain't got no choice.
No.
If you want that which is good for you. You always got a choice of, but is it good for you? That's the thing. That's what I mean by you ain't got no choice. Now, but you can always choose to go a bad way.
Amen.
You can go get you a job, you can choose that way, or you can go rob a bank. But I'll tell you something. That robbing the bank is a whole lot of dangerous.
Right.
Work me to death and everything. Yeah. You're going to show face a lot of death that you're talking about robbing the bank or something. So, it's whatever choice. But some people make that choice.
Make that choice.
But to me, there ain't no wisdom in that.
No wisdom.
All right, Leviticus 19, start reading the first 2 verses there.
Adonai said to Moshe, speak to the entire community of Israel.
Speak to the entire community. You see, just talking about the Kohanim, see? The Kohen Haggadah, just some special folks and all of that. It says the entire, all.
Right.
What about the strangers that came with us?
See?
You too.
Talking about everybody.
You up in there, talking to you too.
See? Read what it says there.
Tell them, you people are to be holy because I, Adonai your God, am holy.
Whoa! Right there. Stop right there. He said, you people are to be what?
Holy.
Holy! Now, this should be coming to our mind, and that's why I talk to a lot of folks, and they want to jump and holler about, I'm an Israelite. I ask, do you know what you're saying when you say that? Yeah, I'm black, I said, now you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're holy.
I say, you said that the ancestors were black, I'm saying the ancestors are black. I said, well, what good did the blackness doing? What good did it do them? You sit up there running the house like the blackness gonna be is the thing that said what? Yeah. The other people ain't got the right color. Now, what did that get to do with anything?
Nothing.
All of us black when they got kicked out.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
All of us black when they had to
Right.
So he's saying that y'all is prejudiced. So anyone that's black, hey, he gonna save.
Yeah, right. Y'all ignorant folks that think of that too.
The Cushites are black too.
Right.
Save them too.
Y'all didn't choose Noah because he was black.
Noah was albino.
Color ain't got nothing to do with it, see? But somehow we done made this a color issue and all those things, yeah. And that ain't what did it. He said, you tell Israel, he didn't go out and tell you tell Israel you black.
Turn guards, you white as snow.
See? He said, you tell Israel for them to be what? Holy! That's where we come in to be a special people. Just because our color ain't what make us special. But you listen to some of these others, you listen to some of these people, they got colors being something special.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the white man got it wrong and something because they think their color is special, the black man got it wrong because he think his color is special.
Right.
They all wrong.
They're all wrong.
Amen. That's not what counts.
And they're going to call right in that same wrestling.
Amen.
Dear folks, we talk about the blood, this and the blood, that and all that, and I tell them, I always tell them, I say, hey, look, our ancestors were 100% blood, or they was well more percent blood than what we are, and they had the right color,
Yep,
and still yet got kicked out of the land.
right.
Y'all
That's
destroyed
what it
a
is.
lot of
That's right.
Got kept on, got you
And a lot of them didn't make it to the promised land.
That's right. Let alone making it in it.
See? Right. No, you're right. They didn't make it in. See? So he said, I want you to be like me. That was the intent of why I made you. To be like me. Right?
Right.
Right after his own image, just like
Ain't that what he said? Then read that again.
It says, tell your people, tell them, you people are to be holy because I, Adonai, your God, am holy.
Right there. He wants us to be like him. After all, when you go back to the Genesis there, and when you read everything there, that was the he made us that way.
Mm-hmm.
In his image, after his likeness.
Right.
So naturally he wants us to be like him. Now, what we need to find out now is, what does it mean for us to be that way? And then when God started telling us what it means, then that's when they start balking and hopping and carrying on. God told him, hey, I want you to come down. I want you to sanctify yourself. I want you to set yourself apart here. So I got a special talk. I want y'all to come in there and be in my presence and talk and everything there. I want you to wash up, clean up your clothes and stuff. You know, don't come in here looking like anything and all that. Understand that you come to meet somebody special. And they begrudgingly did that there, but then when he told them, when they got into their personal business, you know how you Israelites is, you know, when you get in their personal business, quote that personal business, they really had to know.
married or relations.
Yeah. Yeah, stay away from your wife for 3 days. Oh!
Now you're going too far now.
Yeah, all right. No.
All the time.
Right.
Yes.
Bad, boy, we just done. But he said, I want you to be holy.
Holy.
Why would you be holy? Because I'm holy. What did God give us as a gift? See? So we can be like him. Shabbat.
Yep.
And that's the very thing that the enemy worked at getting rid of. Why? Because that was God's sign.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
identify the owner and identify the people.
That's exactly right. So Satan made sure he worked at that there and hey, don't rest upon that. That's what he told Christians. That's why I'm not a Christian. He said, Christians are not to Judaizers.
Mm-hmm.
You got these folks running around and hollering about, yeah, y'all all Judaizing and doing Judaism and all that stuff there. So what?
Catholics told them not to Judaize.
Yeah. And they run around with their attitude and stuff now. See? What's wrong with us being like Judah? What's wrong with us being like Yehuda? The ones that God gave this. Yeah, the Hudites. We can get our own selves in a lot of trouble and everything because we let that color start messing us up.
Amen.
We start believing things and all that stuff, and then we just let that cloud fall up. Yeah.
What's wrong with being like our brother, the Hudites? You know what I mean?
What?
That's our people.
People got it now. I think one of the guys came in and just sitting around and was talking. Oh, y'all believe that on Judaism and stuff, all that, and that was a downcast to them. So I guess they got to have something to say because I say y'all believe in that old Christianity. So I guess we do it too. But their leader, their top man is the one that said that Christians are not to Judaize. By rest, that's right, Constantine. By resting on the seventh day. That on Sabbath, that sad day. They call it sad day.
Mhm.
But work on that day. See? And rest upon the venerable day of the sun, Sunday. You ain't got to go ask nobody no questions. You ain't got to ask nobody. Look and see what day they going to church on. Look and see what time, what place it fellowshipping at. And that tells you that. Just like when December 25th come around and everything, you ain't got to worry about who the heathens is around here. They gladly, proudly show you who it is. You ain't got to wonder again, I wonder if I'm calling it right. No.
Big old Christmas tree in the window.
Yeah. See? But he said, I want you to be holy, for I'm holy. Now, our next question, the thing of it is now, we got to find out what's holy. Because our ideas and stuff, I remember used to go to Holiness Church there, and everything there. And their idea of holiness, I guess they had some, they wore a long dress, and they say, and they've been free from all sin. They ain't thought about no man all week long.
Holy and sanctified.
Yeah.
Ain't thought about no man.
That's the first thing on
And so that made them holy.
That's the first
Yeah,
thing.
we holy rollers.
What the fine man.
I used to say
Throw that man up first.
that's what's on their mind. That's what
You
they say.
think,
Yeah.
I say she pretty. That's all. She fine. That's all.
Yeah. They had their reasons for saying that too.
Yeah, they had it.
They bragged about those things there. But here, we're going to get a little picture of what God is seeing, and God is telling them those things there. So I like this particular thing here because it's pretty well laid out what it said there. So start reading it.
And the third verse says, every one of you is to revere his father and mother, and you are to keep my Shabbats. I am Adonai, your God. Do not turn to idols, and do not cast metal gods for yourself. I am Adonai, your God. When you offer a sacrifice of peace offerings to Adonai, offer it in a way that it will make you accept it. It is to be eaten the same day you offer it, and the following day.
Now, I wonder why God brought out about our sacrifice. And he made a specialty about that. Anybody got an idea as to why God did that? See?
It's in your heart.
Well, it actually goes back to Adam. It goes back not to Adam, but Cain and Abel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
God told him way back then when you bring your sacrifice and everything there, and when you bring your offering and everything, how to bring it and what to do. God's still the same God. He said, Cain brought a sacrifice.
Mhm.
Didn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
But he didn't make sure that it was acceptable.
See, there you go.
Right.
God has let us know I have a way of doing things, and that's all I'm gonna go where it's gonna be accepted. There are many ways to do stuff, but I only have one way that I accept. Just like you got 7 days, but God only chose one. You got people now. I keep every day. I keep it. Every day is my Sabbath. That's what T.D. Jake said.
Right.
My Sabbath is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Hey, every day is Sabbath to me. Well, he's worth $17 million. So I guess he don't have to worry. He don't have to worry.
But that is his job, just leaving people.
Mhm.
But yeah, he is. So he told him, well, I keep the Sabbath. It's always not the way God does. And if it's not the way God said, it's still not approved.
Amen. Amen.
But some say, as long as you pick one day out of the 7.
Yeah.
Just find you a day and rest.
Yeah, right. Just find your day and rest and shut it down and those things there and concentrate and meditate on him and all of that. And then, no, that ain't good enough.
Yeah, doing the way you want it.
That's it.
As long as you rest.
Yeah. Right. You see how we'll take anything and we'll just do it. And that's why God had to be specific about things.
They gonna pick a day that's more comfortable for them.
See? And so he said here, when you bring your sacrifice, God get it to everything here. What did he say about the sacrifice when you bring it? What did he say?
Says, when you offer a sacrifice of peace offerings to Adonai, offer it in a way that will make you accept it.
Now, so that means that if there's a way that you can make it acceptable, there's a way that you can make it not acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And therefore, we got to go along and understand that and know that. Right?
Right.
Because if we don't, we get the thing wrong. What you doing? I'm making a sacrifice to God. And what you doing? I'm making a sacrifice to God. And what you doing? The same thing to get the people all run around today saying, we all serve the same God. You just do it your way and I do it my way. God said, I ain't got a way. And Israel didn't hear it. Because he got so bad at bringing the sacrifice. God said, hey, away with your sacrifices. I'm sick and tired of them. Don't even bring it up here no more. I told you of a certain age and everything, you wouldn't get one by better to die and laying over there. So you can only cut it. You know, you're so tough and everything. You gonna press. Go get him, honey. Go get it quick. He's about to die. I told you a certain age. Don't have no blemish and nothing.
Right.
You disregarded all that stuff and brought everything up to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to call yourself a holy people? You're not holy. You're not set apart for me. You're not sanctified and set up. See, no. See, that don't work. And that's not what it's all about. See? But when you do that, and it's your choice to do those things there, God leaves certain things. You want a peace offering, an elevation offering, those things there. Hey, it still got to be done my way. Just because it's your idea. You know, there are people that think that because it's their idea, they got full control over everything. See? But I want to do it this way, and I'm like, hey, no, that's a good idea, might be a good idea and everything, but we got to tell it, don't we? We ain't gonna break the bank because it's your idea.
Yeah.
See? Oh, we're gonna stop everything and let your idea go forward. It ain't gonna work. See? But we learn how to work in harmony. We'll learn how to work together that we might work those things out and get it going forward. And so it is with this here. So God is letting Israel know this: if you want to get along with me, we got to get these things. We got to get this thing on the right page. I'm holy, and therefore you got to be holy.
Right.
Yeah. What's going to make it holy? Just we're going to read all of those things there, but we're going to just go through a few of them. Start reading the 9th verse there.
Okay. Says when you harvest the ripe crops produced in your land, don't harvest all the way to corners of your field, and don't gather the ears of grain left by the harvesters.
Now, notice here, what in the world is God talking about here? Yeah, you're holy people now. Now, this is all that the holy people are supposed to do. And I want to say, you better be careful when you holler about it, jump up and holler about it. I'm this, I'm that. You sure that's what you want to be? Well, it's my land, my trees, my harvest, I planted and all that. And hey, I'm getting every bit of it. Hey, better not come over there. God said, you ain't supposed to do that. I want every pecan to come off my pecan tree. If you come over there, you're going to get in trouble coming on my land. I ain't get to mess with my pecan trees and stuff. I mess with my peaches or I mess with my...
You know it's stealing, right?
Huh?
You know it's stealing. You better get that understanding. You
We're talking about squirrels, man.
want to talk about that?
Yeah.
It's all stopping squirrels.
Yeah.
Get up.
But he also talking about people. He was talking about he was saying, don't do that. Don't harvest all of it. There was such a thing as gleaning.
Mm-hmm.
But if I got to do all that there, I don't want to be no holy people. You ain't got no choice. God said that that's what he wanted to do. So he told them, don't harvest. Don't just get everything. But it's mine and I have a right to it. Therefore, dear folks, we got to understand what it means to be holy. See? People want all the money. Are you sure that way? Are you not? And when it comes to this here, but I ain't sharing this. I ain't doing this. I don't want what I can planted that stuff and do all that stuff in, and then I gotta let somebody come on in there and then and
That's something that government would come back.
yeah, there you go. There you go. See? So yeah, you see how we're being shaped by all these things and the character and those things that to bring forth out? Read on.
It says, likewise, don't gather the grapes left on the vine or fallen on the ground after harvest.
Not only that, they ain't got not your wheat, not your barley. See, all the things that you're doing everything. God is teaching us not to be so selfish and so self-absorbed that, hey, this is mine. This is why God requires certain things, and this is why God asks us for certain things and all that there. So we would have a certain characteristic of things. See who's first in your life.
Mm-hmm.
See? As I said before, God had all these things going for him. The tithes, for instance, were a test to see who's first in your life.
Right.
See? As I said, he could ask for 50% or 60%. He wasn't making those things there. He only asked for 10%. And then he says, but by the way, you can do that the right way and the wrong way too. The right way is how to do it. Him first. Him first. All these things, these things is for us to prioritize him. See what's more important. So now he's telling them, this is what you're to do. Just because it's your property and just because it's your land, God is the one that said, leave the gleanings. Don't get every day. I'm picking every grape from here, everyone. I ain't leaving a thing here. God said, don't do that.
What they say, he got 2 hands, he got 2 feet, he can do it too.
Because after all, as Shaul said, you can do the planting, you can do all the stuff and that thing, but God is going to do the increase.
Yep, that's right.
And therefore, he says, don't be selfish with it. Read on.
Says, don't gather the grapes left on the vine or fallen on the ground after harvest. Leave them for the poor and the foreigner.
See that? Leave for the poor and for, so God has a welfare program.
Mm-hmm.
But if we can't fit into those things, we always want one way. Now, hey, it can't work that way.
That's right.
So God is teaching us and telling us how these things are to work and to go forth so that we can all live in harmony and that we can all be that holy people and for it to work out. But it got to start with us and our character. But if we had such a selfish attitude and everything about it, and it's all mine, and I'm going to go out there and do my work and all that stuff down. I ain't going to bring this. I ain't going to. Read the now. You read to the 14th verse.
Okay. Says, leave them for the poor and the foreigner. I am Adonai your God. Do not steal from, defraud, or lie to each other.
All right. Sometimes lying and stealing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to kind of, I used to have to do that there. I had to steal from my own self at one time. I told y'all about it. Because, boy, let me tell you something. They smell it, boy. They had that little hamburger, boy, and hey, they'd all get fired. It's gone. See? I had to steal for myself. Yeah. Hey, come on out with it. I smell it, man. Hey. You can't have that smell, man. Hey. Man, I ain't got it. Hey.
That's when you lick the whole burger. Lick the whole burger. When my cousin was we would have bought a hamburger. And we had our little son. We really wanted some of the hamburger cooked. Your eyes may shine, your teeth look. You go
Yeah. But God said, don't do those things. If you're going to be a holy people and things, you got to have a different mindset.
That's right.
See? You got to look out for our brothers and our sisters. And, that compassion in those things there. See? All these things are attributes that we find out that we they're coming out in God's law and those things there to make us create us and to make us that holy people.
Right.
And if we don't do those things, man, hey, then it work against us. Read on.
Says, do not swear by my name falsely, which would be profaning the name of your God. I am Adonai. Do not oppress or rob your neighbor. Specifically, you are not to keep back the wages of a hard worker all night until morning. Do not speak a curse against a deaf person or place an obstacle in the way of a blind person. Rather fear your God, I am Adonai.
Now notice it. God set all these commandments And God gave all these commandments. Hey, we got these people running around and talking about the Big Ten. Hey, God gave more laws than the 10.
Mm-hmm. Right.
God gave more than the 10. And now we begin to look at some of these things and how you going to be a holy. You can't be no holy person ignoring these things here.
Right.
See? So God meant all these things there for us to be that holy people. Kiddushim. Okay? And if you don't do those things there, then you're not qualified. You're not. Mm-hmm. So there's laws and there's other things. There are rules and regulations. There are other things that he said, that commandments that you have to keep. And so we go to, and it points to the 10 commandments on some of these things here. You notice what he said? The first one, he said about your father and your mother. Mm-hmm. It says about the Sabbath and those things. Guess where that's found at? In the commandments.
Right.
Oh, but since Jesus got right, that's done away. We ain't got to keep the more commandments.
Just the fourth.
See?
You have to keep that. Just the fourth.
Oh.
You still can't sleep with your neighbor's wife.
Well, they some of them say Creflo Dollar said that he said he got right.
They ain't got to keep none of it.
He ain't got no.
So
No.
So he can kill and
He said even the Big Ten.
Right. Oh. So he can kill and steal and commit.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have whipped his daughter for disrespecting him then.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It says,
I don't know. Are they saying it's manslaughter now?
Yeah,
no, you do whatever you want in your heart.
In your heart.
Yeah, your heart. Your heart will tell you what to do and everything. But let's go to the Mashiach and see what the Mashiach said about the commandments. They go to Matthew 19. I'm going to start reading the 16th verse. Matthew 19. We're going to start, these folks and these Christians, once again, go down. They already been taught that you ain't got to keep the Shabbat. That's part of God's commandment. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I tell them. I said, man, you won't believe. That's what I tell them. I said, that's what you trusted in? Yeah, my heart. It's whatever in my heart I feel. It's in my heart. I say, hey, I don't trust your heart. My heart is. Because God done told me how that heart is. That's a bad thing to be trusting in. He didn't want to say that. No. He made us now.
How do you feel about something like based on what you make that night?
Yeah. Matthew 19:16. What is it?
A man approached Yahshua and said, Rabbi, what good things should I do in order to have eternal life? He said to him, why are you asking me about good? There is one who is good. But if you want to obtain eternal life, observe the mitzvah.
Notice that. A lot of folks don't understand that there. But even in that there, he was quoting, dear folks, the Shema.
Mm-hmm.
Our God is one.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one. And we're to love him with all. See? So he was saying, why are you trying to back up to me? Why are you trying to? Why are you? Yeah. Everything has to go back to the Father. He's the one. He's the initiator of all this. But if we want to get on down to it now, I'll tell you something. Read on. What did he say?
Says, the man asked him, which one?
No, go back up just a little bit above that.
Okay. Why are you asking me about good? There is one who is good. But if you want to obtain eternal life, observe the mitzvah.
There you go. That's the button I want to get to. When I was there, I went to the Baptist church there. We went to our conference meeting and everything there. And he was seeing this here. And they throw the butt in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just like there's a butt here.
Yeah.
But the butt was going against God's commandments.
Yeah.
And here, his butt is going with the commandments.
That's right.
Totally different thing altogether.
Right.
There's a difference between holy people and the people that's not.
Mm-hmm.
They told me, yeah, Saturday is the old Jewish Sabbath and all that there. But we Christians,
In Italy,
we keep the Lord's Day.
that's Roman Christian.
Yeah.
Because the Christians that was keeping the Sabbath, it was feeding them to the lions for entertainment.
There you go. I said, I'm not interested in your butt. See? I said, I'm interested in what it said there. But we ain't got to keep that old law. We ain't got to keep that day. We keep the day. We keep the first day of the week. We keep Sunday.
Totally against you.
Totally against you. See? And therefore, he said, if you will enter into eternal life, if you will enter into it,
Mm-hmm.
you got to keep the commandments. So, dear folks, if they don't keep the commandments, they don't even have they ain't got no hope. If you don't go to the entrance of some, how are you going to get in? And Satan knew that from the get-go. You can't even start being a holy people if you don't know what it is required to be there. You can run around and make all the claims you want to everything as long as you. See? So the Mashiach totally went against what they said, and he kept what the Father says. If you will enter into, then he goes along to tell you what he's talking about. Read on.
The man asked him, which ones? And Yahshua said, don't murder, don't commit adultery, don't steal, don't give false testimony, honor father and mother, and love your neighbor as yourself. The young man said to him, I have kept all these. Where do I still fall short? Yahshua said to him, if you are serious about reaching the goal, go and sell your possessions, give to the poor, and you will have riches in heaven.
Now that's where he's falling short at. He had fallen short to these things here. We're talking about here.
Yep.
See? The gleaning and the other stuff that God, all these things make you holy. He had fallen short on those things there. He was a rich man. See? And did all those things there, and he knew that riches and stuff that he had got, that was more important.
Mm-hmm.
And he had proven that all along. And he proved it then.
Yep.
They couldn't let it go.
Couldn't let it go. He wasn't caring nothing about no gleaning and wasn't telling nothing about that. Hey, you rich, hey, this mine. That's why he got tested. He said, if you really want to get the full goal of it, so we got to have all of these things. We got to become that holy people there, folks.
I thought Christians followed the New Testament. That was just about the 10 Commandments you just read.
Yeah, I know it. And that was in the New Testament.
That's what I'm saying. So, where you get the extra know?
They don't read that. They don't follow that part.
That's a misprint.
Yeah, they don't follow that.
Well, that's that heart thing. See, their heart is. See, they got special powers. I told you, Christians got special powers that we don't have.
They can pick and choose what they want.
Yeah, they can pick and choose whatever they want and everything, and they can kind of act God.
Yeah.
Yeah. God made an animal unclean. They pray over make it clean.
Yeah.
See, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But But the Mashiach said, keep the commandments. Follow through on those things there, so you be a holy people. And this is what Moshe was telling Israel to do on those things there. There's some other things that God told him to do. We're going to go back to Leviticus 19. We're not going to get all these things, but get a chance to read those, we're just going to pick out just a few of those things there. And this is a Lashon Hara. Leviticus 19, start reading at the 15th verse.
Okay. Says, do not be unjust in judging. Show neither partiality to the poor nor difference to the mighty. But with justice judge your neighbor. Do not go around spreading slander among your people.
Lashon Hara.
Yeah.
That mouth, that tongue. But we kill a bunch of folks with that tongue, man. That evil tongue, man. We just go around and talk about folks and down and doing those things there, and then pausing about it. People coming in and hate you, looking at you, and hate you, and what did I do to them? You ain't doing nothing to them. Somebody done pausing them with that evil tongue.
Mm-hmm.
God said you ain't supposed to do that kind of stuff.
Amen.
There are people that's all they can do is talk about it. That's all they got a chance to talk about it. Turn you see them out there. Yeah, so think this. I ain't this. That's it. Get off. That's it. That's not what God wants us to do. That's not it. See, don't go around doing those things there. But if I can't go around running on gossip and talk about, hey, what kind of fun can I have then? You mean I can't do that? Blow the phone up, boy. I mean, they're talking and stuff, and all night long talk about this. Wrong, dear folks. Wrong to do those kind of stuff. That's not a holy people. Read that again.
Says, don't go around spreading slander among your people.
Don't go around spreading. Another word in our modern day, don't go around gossiping.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what gossip is all. That's what most gossip is all about. Islam. Because good gossip, you don't want to do it because nobody get excited about nothing like that thing. You like that juicy, that they call juicy slam. That juicy gossip. Yeah, let me tell you about so. Let me tell you that, hey, they did so. There's always some bad thing. Watch. They're still on the phone all day long talking about that there. But they don't talk about no good stuff. They won't go around. Well, I got to go now. Man, I got to go now.
They can't keep the story straight. The story grows. It's a trend.
That's a lie.
It grows.
Yep.
By the time you get back to you about half theirs. You done killed 20 people.
What do you say? Don't go around doing that kind of stuff.
Amen.
That's wrong. That's not what holy people do. Go around, oh, I'm so holy. Oh, don't touch me. Oh, and your ears are sore because you've been had the phone stuck up there gossiping all night long. Be like them folks are so holy and everything. The Bible said they're eating swine's flesh.
Hide behind one tree.
Yeah.
Eat fine.
To them, they're holy. Oh, don't touch that. I said, don't do it. You're going to be a holy people. We need to find out what God says is a holy people, not what we think. Yeah, read on.
But also don't stand idly by when your neighbor's life is at stake. I am Adonai. Do not hate your brother in your heart, but rebuke your neighbor frankly, so that you won't sin because of him.
No. Now what that's talking about? tell you something in a nutshell there, folks. Forgiveness.
Okay.
Don't never get in your mind and don't let that foster, don't even let that stay there. Do a certain thing to me, I ain't gonna never forgive them for that. I don't care. Bad.
Yep.
Bad.
If you don't, your heavenly Father won't forgive you.
That's exactly right. And that's what makes it bad. Don't even let the enemy foster that idea in your mind. Because you might be surprised that you have to go to there and need some forgiveness for that. And I ain't gonna do so and so, and hey, you might not do that one thing, but do 30 other things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do this here, but do it. I got some of my relatives, some of our children, I'll put it that way. They'll brag like, I ain't taking no job on the Sabbath. I'll tell them I ain't gonna work on the Sabbath. Oh, no, that's good.
Yep.
But they're gonna do everything else they want on the Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
And that's breaking it too.
Yeah.
But to them, that's a different thing. They want to go out and party, do all that kind of, hey, yeah.
So they don't want to make money on the side.
See?
Oh, they do that too. If they ain't gonna go on no job, you know.
Yeah,
But they don't want no job.
yeah.
If they can make money, you know, in kind of other way, they will.
But they tap the Sabbath all other kind of ways. But yet, and that's what I mean. But they brag about that. Hey, I don't work now. I tell them, hey, I tell them, no, I don't work on the Sabbath and all that stuff. And I tell them that's good. But everything you tell, you profane in all kind of other ways. So they're doing everything else.
Mm-hmm. God said.
Yeah.
We had some Hebrew Israelites in there. And I think that might be what they got mad at me about and everything there. So we went over there to a conference over there, and they'll set up their little booth and stuff over there, man, and sell it on the Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, they were selling that together. And they were selling the some of them had the little perfume and the little eating stuff and had the little stuff in there, and they sell that stuff. I said, no, it's wrong. Well, this is religious stuff. This is right. I said, I see it. Nehemiah had to get on about it. Their minds was all set out there on the sales and stuff. They couldn't wait till the Shabbat was off and everything there.
That's why y'all sure with them merchants. With the merchants, that's why it was out.
Yep. They was sitting up there doing the wrong stuff too, right?
Yep.
Making treasure off of that there later. Read on.
18th verse says, don't take vengeance on or bear a grudge against any of your people. Rather love your neighbor as yourself.
Now, what did it say don't do?
Don't take vengeance or bear a grudge against your neighbor.
Now,
Just love your neighbor as yourself.
are we that holy people? I'll ask a question. Are you that holy people? I'll ask this question now. Am I that holy people?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm working on it.
You working on it. There you go. Because he said, vengeance is mine.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be running around there. And anybody who around and coming around that's invigorating that vengeance and doing that thing to keep it there, that's bad news for you. There goes the gossip, there goes that slander and all those things. All that feeds into that to keep you going, keep you all. You see how that stuff it stacks and it's like a dominoes effect. Get something way up here and it just So we're not to go around talking about it. We're not to be a talebearer. The one scripture said, "Don't be a talebearer." We're going around because that messes up the situation. You can't have no holiness. You can't have no No harming in those things there. If you got talebearers,
Man.
Oh, child, I see no kissing.
okay. Now, go to the 33rd verse. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff in there, but we go good for timeless and those things there. We're just going to hit a few of these.
If a foreigner stays with you in your land, do not do him wrong. Rather, treat the foreigner staying with you like the native born among you.
Uh-oh!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
You mean tell me we're not supposed to do nothing to the Edomite?
Uh-oh! You tell me what it says. You tell me what it says, because I know what a whole lot of you people is like, brothers, is saying now.
Yeah.
That's different though.
What's this?
That's that different, huh?
Because it said the neighbors that stand amongst you. They're not standing amongst us. We stand amongst them.
Mhm.
But what attitude are we to have?
Same attitude.
Same attitude.
We still have to do it wrong.
And more so, he says that deal with your adversary wisely.
Right.
Yeah. You call out somewhere all by yourself, all out there, surrounded by them. You out there by yourself, and you gonna jump and talk noise. Not very smart.
Or provoking them for that matter.
Huh?
Or provoking them for that matter.
Yeah.
God gonna kill all y'all. You gonna give us the kingdom and we gonna rape your daughters and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right.
That's what it says. Mine's a terrible thing. Let's alone.
Yeah, it is.
That in prison and got the wrong idea.
If that's the case, might as well take you out.
Yeah, I'll take care of you now, because I don't want you raping my daughter.
Somebody gonna-
Right.
The world, they think they gonna do away with that.
Right. You like I said, that one guy was still in telling that lady that there, and this old lady, she's a black lady and everything. And he said, "You see there?" He said, "He's telling me, you see there?" He said, "That's the reason why we're like we is right now, because people like y'all and everything like that." He said, "But I can't wait till the time comes, see, because I'll take you on out there and I'll give you a good whooping. That's what you need and everything." Now, the one old lady stepped back. She said, "Why you gotta wait? Come on right now. We can get this all now." And she took that. She had that walking stick, but she picked that walking stick up. She said, "We can take care of this right now." And Big Joker looked over there, changed his mind.
Back down, did he?
Yeah. He said, you ain't gotta wait. You ain't gotta wait till what you talking about? And then she said, we can settle this right now. We can get this all right now.
That's what it's for.
That is not showing holiness. That's when you want out doing all that stuff and showing all that vengeance and talking all that stuff there. He said, "Don't do that." Did you read it in there?
Yeah.
He tell you vengeance is mine. And if that's the only thing come out your mouth is vengeance.
Exactly.
You're not being that holy people.
Amen.
See? These folks got to, it takes a lot to be this holy people now.
Be like a lamb.
See? You got to be wise as a serpent
Harmless.
and what? Harmless as a dove. Why? Because we got to all wait on Yah's doing. The Messiah said, "Hey, what you worried about this?" He said, "I can call 12 legions of angels to come down here to this. But if I did that, that wouldn't be in line with what the Father wants." That's right. That'd be in line with what I want, but that wouldn't be in line with what the Father wants. Therefore, I can't do that. So why waste your time? A lot of things that we got to do to be that holy people, there, folks, to be people running around and hollering about their, dishonesty, talking about folks, everything for their own selves and everything, nobody else. See? Not only that, read on to the 37th verse there.
Okay. You are to love him as yourself, for you were foreigners in the land of Egypt. I am Adonai your God.
As a matter of fact, I think he tells us about Edom. Don't it? But yet still, what is the attitude about some of the Hebrew Israelite brothers and stuff, about the Edomite?
They're the devil.
What does Torah say?
They your brother.
He said, don't do it.
They your brother.
That's right. So who we gonna follow? What we gonna go after?
Torah.
See? We gotta follow what the house is teaching, dear folks.
Mhm.
What does the house teach here?
Peace and love.
Peace and love. And that's all, folks. Therefore, we got these Hebrew, hey, they can't be saved, they're the wrong color. What color got to do with anything?
I look at that.
Yeah. What color got to do with anything?
What do you say? Stay out of the sun.
We better stay in God's Torah and find out these laws and everything that God said is making you holy. Because that's what makes you acceptable. And all your actions and everything acceptable. You said over there want to read vengeance on but one guy told me, well, how in the world are we going to get even with them for what they did to us and all those things? I said, whoever said that you won't get even with them for doing that?
Yeah.
God tried to tell you ahead of time, don't get yourself in this situation because that's the way he's going to do you.
Well, the truth. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
We'll see.
Yeah, right. And then we're going to get mad at the people that ain't going to do this, that they're making a way out of it. He said, I told you ahead of time.
What they gonna do?
Yeah.
You get
That's why every guy come to me and they tell me, oh, you just go on. Also, you approve of what they did to you and all that. I said, yes, I do approve of it.
They become the assistants.
He said, well, so why you approving? I said, well, if I disapprove of it, it ain't gonna change nothing. I said, why? Because God said ahead of time that that's the way he's gonna do it.
You got to shoot them.
God told you ahead of time that that's the way it is.
That's right. He said to you to shoot them.
Can I undo what God has said?
No.
I'm wasting my time sitting up here trying to teach folks around that and undo what God has said. God told us ahead of time. They're going to take your children. They're going to take your wife. They're going to take all that. So don't do this. Choose this. And what do we do? I don't want that. Then the same knuckleheads, when the Mashiach comes, we don't want him. He ain't on the high king.
We want Caesar.
His blood be on us and our children. Just had to drag us in there.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Huh?
Whoever yelled that out should have got punched straight.
There's a lot of them.
All of them should have been, whole crowd of them should have been walking out with their front teeth knocked out.
Boy, that's what I said. Then I asked him, I said, what color was they was? What color was them that said that? So I asked some guys that get all locked up in this color stuff. I said, what color was they? I said, oh yeah, that got to be the white ones. None of them agree with that. Yeah. I said, so don't come, boasting so much about this color thing. They were the one that said his blood be upon us and our children. And then you gonna cry and get it because the fact that you gotta pay the cost? Y'all don't lie. He said if that's the way they're gonna treat you, that's the way they're gonna be. And, that's it. Right?
Right.
Right.
We had our choice way back there. Don't choose that path.
We still have a choice.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's really the same choice.
Yeah, I agree. And that's it. That's what we're talking about right today. Now, what's holy? We have that choice to be these holy people or not. Right today. And we still making the wrong choices.
Amen.
One other point we got to go to. We got to go to this here. Because God always has to go to this here. And that is Leviticus 20, 1 through 6.
Adonai said to Moshe, say to the people of Israel, if someone from the people of Israel or one of the foreigners living in Israel sacrifices one of his children to Molech, he must be put to death. The people of the land are to stone him to death. I too will myself against him and cut him off from his people.
But you know what happened? Instead of us doing that and all that, they said, hey, it look like they prosper when they do stuff like that. Looks like they the one that make. Looks like their crops is all growing and all that stuff. Hey, we want to be like them.
Yep.
Our children running around here, pants dragging and sagging and everything. We want to be like them. Doing all kind of crazy stuff. Exposing ourselves on Facebook and stuff. We talked about that years ago. And I told you, if you don't want me talking about it, I told them ahead of time that. If you don't want me talking about anything that, talking about it and all those things there, don't do it. See? I'm just like a broken down refrigerator. Can't hold nothing. I told them that years ago. I told them that when it first started coming out with that. If I hear about it, I'm telling you, I'm letting know about it. You already don't care about yourself. Put yourself out there naked and all that kind of stuff out there. Everybody, I told everybody to see it. Again, I gotta be timid about not saying anything about it and all those things.
It's already out there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't shame that.
Mhm.
Stupid stuff. Don't make no sense at all to do some stuff like that.
Nope.
And then, like I said, we gotta be careful. We can't want to talk about it because no. That's the same thing God is talking about. They're telling Israel. That's a shame the way the white man did us. And you shouldn't be out there. You should. Hey, God told you that that's the way He's going to do you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was a shame. Yes, it was terrible. But God told you that was going to happen.
Like your parents telling you, hey, don't play with them kids over there. They play too rough. You mess around over there, they're going to beat you up.
Yep.
Go over there trying to be friends with them. Come home with black eye.
Yep.
Ain't no reason for you to get mad. I told you, you're going to get beat up.
But our children said that they want to challenge us. And we all like children. You tell them, don't do this here, that's it, they determined to prove you wrong.
They want you to, you ain't gonna do nothing about it?
Right.
Go get you in trouble now.
Right. Then you gonna be like a knucklehead, go over to get the See?
But say, who beat up my son? Thank you. I told him not to go.
like one of our teachers here, Mr. House at our school. He was a tough guy and everything. He didn't take nothing off of none of his students and stuff and everything. So one of his sons cut up neck, wasn't on his son, it was one of the students that cut up neck all up there and everything. So he had to get a little rough with it. He had to let him know it was balls. He had to body slam him and stuff down there. And then he said, I'll tell you what, he said, you want to take this whooping? No, I ain't taking no whooping. He said, well, he said, yeah, you want to take a beating and a whooping. Now, it's your choice. You know what
You gonna take one?
Yeah, right. He said, you get it. What he told you either gonna get the two or to get one. Now, whichever one you want. You want two or one? I ain't taking nothing. He said, oh yeah. He said, yeah. He said, that ain't gonna work, yeah. So once the grass was on, he gonna try to hold on to him, man. He gonna, oh, bam! Body slammed him and all that. Now that's the.
And you still got it.
Nah, right. Now you got the whooping going. You done got that thing and then tore him up on that.
He must have had some height on what got him all food.
You just get the smell of yourself. You just get the smell of yourself. Yeah,
That's a Trayvon.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Trayvon, and that's exactly what his attitude.
I can't let no wait to let him got guns right there. Mr. House had hands up like these. It's always had.
You're right.
It's always had.
He was a football coach.
That's just scary just about looking.
He was dealing with all the big foot.
Yeah, people didn't never run in.
Yeah, he was dealing with the big football players, man. You know, like 200 pounds and done all that. And he dealing with them, and then the joker goes up and talk noise to him. And see something wrong with it, but we get that.
If you was a lineman and you had a play, you didn't know how it go, you get out there with you and show you how it goes.
Yeah.
Run over you.
Yeah.
Let you know next time and quick.
You tough boy. And then he gonna challenge him. He said, oh no. He said, you don't talk. He said, I told you up front. No. Now you gotta get this. Now you gotta get this. You gotta get this body slam, get this beat, and then now you gonna get this whooping. Then he went home, told his dad about it. So his daddy came back up there. We're gonna talk to his. Gonna talk. Gonna talk to the teacher. We come back up there. Say, I want to talk to you. So he said, well, look now, your son, he said, no, you got it wrong. House, you got it wrong.
He's blind.
Yeah, he was blind, see. He said, no, you got it wrong, House. He said, what you talking? He said, I want to thank you. You're right.
He said, now you know I'm blind, you know I can't help to do nothing right now. He said, but maybe you could straighten him out.
Yeah, he been flexing his muscles around the house here and stuff, and I'm blind and everything there, and smelling himself and everything there. He said, I want to thank you for that.
Smell somebody else this day.
What could his son say? What could he Dad, I thought you were going to go up there for somebody. Hey, no. You let him know that, hey, I didn't raise you to be like that. And so that's what God is saying here. I raised us up to be that holy people. Not doing all these other stuff. Read on there.
Third verse says, I too set myself against him and cut him off from his people, because he has sacrificed his child to Molech, defiling my sanctuary and profaning my holy name. If the people of the land look the other way when that man sacrifices his child to Molech and fail to put him to death, then I will set myself against him, his family, and everyone who follows him, to go fornicating after Molech.
Now, dear folk, what he's letting us know here is that we all have a responsibility. See, we all have a responsibility. And that's what I tell you all about God's sanctuary here and those things there. We say that this is God's. We all have a responsibility to police our place. But it got to start with you. You can't come in here breaking the rules and all that stuff. Then expect somebody else to do it. So it got to start with you. Then you have a right to replace those things and tell them. No, man, we ain't like that. But you going around spewing hatred and all that stuff there, and then you gonna tell somebody else when they come there and tell that you gonna jump on them, tell that. No, what are you spewing? What you saying?
For example, you said.
Can't have that. Can't do those things. You can't work against those things there, and that Every time I love one another, do all those things there, and then people come in there and you have to cut the tension between you. You just see it all.
Yep. Get on quick.
What do you mean? Where is going? What? I thought this place.
Peace and love.
Now it's sitting on in the corner there. There ain't no holy people there, folks.
Amen.
Can't do those things there. We got to do better than that. We got to change that.
Amen.
Okay? And if you don't change it, sin lies with the one that is doing it, not the one that caused it. Are y'all following what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Y'all all understand that. I made that very clear to you, right?
Amen.
Yeah. They the one that did it. If they would have did so to me, then I wouldn't be doing what I do every day. Now, that don't justify it.
Right.
That don't justify you there, folks.
That's right.
To carry that sin and let that flame run and carry that anger and carry that hatred and all, that does not justify that. That's why I say God give us the feast days. God give us all these things there for those things that the longest it could last is a year. I agree. The longer we let that thing rest and last and all those things there, the harder it's to get rid of.
Yep.
And you're not a holy people. I don't care how much you say you're holy. I'm holy, can't be. Hey, I don't care what you say. You're not. See? Therefore, we got to get our act together, dear folks. We got to understand and we measure by a different view here.
Yeah.
See? Now, go to the 7th verse there. Well, just read on. 6.
Okay. And cut them off from their people. The person who turns to spirit mediums and sorcerers to go fornicating after them, I will set myself against him and cut him off from his people. Therefore, concentrate yourself.
Hey, you do something to me, I'm going to get a hand made on it. Ain't that what they said?
Call me now.
Yeah. But it said, put a hex on you.
Yeah.
What it said in Louisiana and stuff? What it
I'll
called?
give you the evil eye.
Yeah, right.
I'll put the voodoo on you.
Get a dollar stick in your.
Voodoo dog.
Like I said, you got that much hatred and anger in your stuff right there, and I'm gonna hey, something wrong with you.
Something wrong.
Something wrong with you.
And there's that ditch digger.
Yep.
Mess around and fall in it yourself.
Oh, definitely gonna fall in it. Ain't no doubt. You don't went that far, you definitely gonna be in trouble.
Oh yeah, you got. I know people that like when they comb their hair, they don't let them spray their hair. They burn that.
Yeah, oh
Yeah, somebody get some of them.
Oh, it don't have to be your hair now.
We used to get our hair cut. And my father would cut it outdoors a lot of time when it's cool. And he'd always say, you better get that hair up, that bird.
Maybe I did.
Blowing in the wind.
Read on.
Says, therefore, 7th verse, therefore, concentrate yourself. You people must be holy because I am Adonai your God.
Now, once again, he let you know why would we be holy? Because he's holy.
Because he's holy.
And if we don't match up with him, we're not going to be pleasing with him.
Correct.
And if we ain't pleased with him, what's going to happen? You're going to be in trouble.
Yep.
Read on.
Okay. Observe my regulations and obey them. I am Adonai, who set you apart to be holy. A person who curses his father or mother must be put to death.
Oh! Oh! And therefore, I want you to get that. It don't say till I get 18.
That's right.
No.
I ain't seen no limit there.
As long as you believe.
Somehow, somewhere or another, we got that idea that that all the way till I get 18. Then when I get 18, then I can tell my parents and stuff. I can tell them off. I can tell them now, hey. I ain't seen no age limit on it. See, I respected my mother in those things all the time, because I didn't see no age limit there. Honor your father and your mother.
Ain't no age.
See? But somehow, in this generation, in those things there, they done got 18.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they don't live.
Now they got people suing. They got children now suing their parents. What they call it now? They call it divorcing their parents, right? Yeah.
I ain't never know they were married.
Yeah.
And they get palimony too. They get palimony.
That's something to make up to get the money.
They get
Yeah. But that judge told that one girl up, but she doing all that stuff and everything. She jumped up and said, and by the way too, I want my college fund too. Money that he's wrote to send her to college and everything. So she wanted that fund, that too, and everything. And the judge sat there and looked at her lamb. What you talking about? You done divorced his parents, said they no longer your parents. They ain't got no obligation for you no more. You better get out of my court. This don't make no sense at all. And that's what I tell our children all those things. That works both ways, dear folks.
Right.
When you talk about how about I'm 18 and my parents can't be telling me nothing to do and they can't be bossing me, you don't want everything. That goes both ways. I'm no longer responsible for you either. Right?
Right. That's the part they have a hard time with, though.
Yeah, that's the part they right. That's the part they don't want. See, they don't like that.
Shut up and give me your money.
That's it. That's it. But then I need some help and all that. And by the way, you keep all your advice to yourself and everything. And if I have to come back to your house and everything, you got to remember I'm grown now and everything. I ain't got to go by them old archaic rules and stuff like that you got and everything now. I can come in anytime I want to and everything and just bring anybody I want over and all that stuff.
No advice, no money.
Can't stay here then.
Is that right, parents?
No advice, no money. I think you don't get no way. Work.
I make it so miserable for my children. I don't want to come back home.
Work for yourself.
Let us go to the 22nd verse here, that same chapter, 20th verse, and we're going to wrap this up.
Okay. It says, you ought to observe my regulations and rulings and act on them.
You ought to observe my rule and regulations. And that's what I tell folks here. When I tell my kin folks, I tell them, I say, y'all all welcome to come over to my house. Y'all welcome to do things here. But I got rules and regulations.
Mm-hmm.
and you ain't welcome to go against them. Boy, I tell you what, man, do you know what kind of sifting that does, man?
Mhm.
That means your company's free.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
What was that?
Company ain't got.
Company, yeah, you got a certain company, you ain't got to worry about coming. Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to stay over there. We'll go over there and visit it, but we understand. We ain't gonna stay over there. She wants to come out. We're gonna go on somebody else's house to stay and all of that. Right. Don't hurt my feelings, no.
You gotta go to church Wednesday night, Friday night.
Right.
What you doing over there?
Oh, I gotta go down the way with them. If I'm gonna stay with them, I gotta go that.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all, it is crazy. No, that just. Yeah, let me tell you about it. I went there and I stayed over there, and they had me going this and that. I ain't never doing that no more. Read on.
So that the land to which I am bringing you will not vomit you out.
There you go, dear folks. That's what I want to get to. If we don't be that holy people, and we don't step up to that holiness and be that holy people, he said the land, not the Khazari Jews, not the white Jews, and not the white guys. He said the land itself is going to vomit you out.
Mm-hmm.
What about that? And that's why I told them. They go out there and talk about all this and all that. I said, you know Khazari Jews kick us out of there.
The land did.
Yeah.
He said the land will do it. But he did it.
Yeah. In other words, when he said the land, that's talking about he. That's why when he said, when you come back, what are you going to speak to? The land. Can you see how? Because until he speaks to the land, you still wasn't going to be welcome back. Read in the book of Ezekiel, it tells you that. He said, I'm going to speak to the land. He spoke to the land and said, kick him out.
Speak the land and take him in.
And so he said, I'm going to speak to the land and tell them to come back and let them back in now. And dear folks, people talk about, say whatever they want, everything. 71 years they stayed in the land. And then because they ain't been trying to get them kicked out, nobody ain't trying to kick them out either. They've been trying to be kicked out by a whole lot of folks. 71 years they stayed there. They just got through the other day there. Celebrated. Now people can say whatever they want to say about it. Say, oh, they ain't the right Jews, they ain't the right, ain't the blood and all that. I don't care what it said. That hey, God said the land gonna kick them out, and the land gonna welcome back in. So if the land welcome back in, hey, as far as I'm concerned, that's God's business.
Mm-hmm.
Read on.
23rd says, Do not live by the regulations of the nations which I am expelling ahead of you, because they did all these things, which is why I detested them. But to you I have said, you will inherit their land. I will give it to you as a possession, a land flowing with milk and honey. I am Adonai your God, who has set you apart from other people.
That's a holy people, dear folks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what holy people means, set apart.
Right.
Is that what that word means, Baptier?
See? Set apart.
Is that what that word means?
What?
Baptier.
Baptier?
That word is a tool.
Volunteer.
Oh, in the complete there? Okay, I haven't read it. I pulled that up.
The materially last few verses are Torah portion.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean, that, Kadosh means sanctified people, instead of holy people, we become holy, we set apart. Kedushim, that's a holy people. See? And so to be holy means that we gotta be separated. We gotta be different.
Mm-hmm.
We can't be like everybody. We gotta be specially devoted unto Him. See? And therefore, we just read all of those. There's a lot of things that you can't do. You can't just run around there and be like everybody. Can't run around whoremonger and doing all that stuff. Homosexuality, can't do those things there. All is in there.
Right.
We just sticking on this, just talking about these things here and now. But there's a lot of other things in there that God says about us being that holy people. So understand, we cannot follow the world. The world says it's okay now. And just because the world says it's okay, don't mean that it's okay.
Right.
Okay? Now they got a big dilemma now because the world has said that you can smoke marijuana now because we say that it's medicinal purpose now and everything. So it's okay. So now they got to be proper now. How we gonna do this now? And people just going quiet, crazy now.
It's not supposed to be recreational.
You get thrown in jail. I think somebody said, I guess, the young people came out.
Yeah.
I think one of them, right?
Yeah.
And one of them said, I guess the oldest brother, he got thrown in jail.
Oh yeah.
He must have thought so.
It's not legal to smoke marijuana. It's not recreation. You have to do it. You have to have a license. American marijuana, you have to have a license. And you have to give your doctor.
But they don't. And I tell folks this here. They say, well, now that they just said it's legal and everything. Hey, I'm smoking it, and I'm doing it and everything, and all like that. And I say, you still going to get your Bible? Mm-hmm. I said, smoking, you still. I'm going to. Smoking is bad for you. How long as it's not desired to inhale smoke? I don't care whether it's legal. Well, it's legal marijuana now. I don't care, still smoking. Yeah. Cigarettes is legal.
It's killing you.
But it's killing you, right?
And it's killing the folks around you too.
Yeah, it is.
Emphysema and all these other stuff that never on it. Everything. And so these people jump up high about, yeah, now they're legalized. I'm a smoker, I'm a smoker. You still killing yourself, you just smiling better for your kids.
Feel better going out.
Yeah, right.
Killing yourself with a smile.
But you don't know. Keep them grinding. People are good to grinding.
In closing for the day, dear folks, and you got all this other stuff. You got these, Now they got even medicines. They tell you about some of these medicine stuff. They tell you that there. But this medicine here, it's for this cure here. But yet still, when they tell you about the side effects, you'll die 3 times faster from the side effects than you would if you just tough it on out with it.
They got those people in the background just smiling, playing like, hey, it's fine to kill yourself. Just take this.
Yeah.
They tell me now this is they feel y'all lost.
Right.
I feel great today.
got suicidal thoughts, but I feel great.
Yeah, right. But they tell you now, if you take these drugs and you start thinking about killing yourself and everything, go talk to your doctor about changing that.
Why take them in the first place?
And they gonna get
Because
some
they
more
use it
medicine.
for a guinea pig, that's what.
Now, doctor didn't want to, doctor put them on.
Medicine, so you stop hearing voices.
Yeah.
So then you got
Yeah, we,
so
Well, I gotta admit, I'm on the pills too. Hey. You got
the ones with
I take the
suicidal
pills
thoughts.
too.
everybody takes pills.
You take the ones with the suicidal thoughts.
Oh, no. So far, I ain't. Because hey, I'm for life myself, you know. Anything they're gonna say, they're gonna make you start thinking about doing that, I'm out of here. See, any love that comes along and make me think about that, I'm cutting out. Any woman that comes along and make me start thinking like that, I'm cutting out. Huh? Hey,
I don't get one tell me to make your heart flutter. I don't make
so dear folks, this is the world that we're living in now. But y'all have given us remedies and given us things there for us to be that holy people. Read it, you know what I'm saying? But you can't be like everybody else of things that are acceptable. In closing for today, we must take on a new way of living. All these other ways we're talking about is killing ourselves. Guy asked me, man, you ain't never taken no drugs, you ain't never had dinner. Man, you don't know what living is. I said, no, I do know what living is. That's why I ain't taking it. I said, you don't know what dying is. Why you taking it? Go back to the hometown there and see the guy there. He's younger than you is and everything there. And he look like he 20 years older.
Yeah, that's so true.
Have you ever done that?
And the last time I went back to Philadelphia, the buddies I grew up with, they looked like they was like 10, 15 years older than I was.
Yeah.
And everybody kept telling me, man, you still look the same.
Because I'm living for y'all.
Cause I didn't do drugs.
That's what Kodesh means. That's what follow what he says do it. And his law, his kosher laws and those and his dietary laws and those things there. That's what they'll do for you. You go by somebody, man, and you walk by and they call your name out. So.
Who is that?
You look around.
I know.
Right.
And then you sitting up there, trying to make him tell your name.
Playing it out that you don't know. Yeah.
Boy, this guy come from out nowhere.
I'll agree, man.
He said, man, your name Jimmy Daniel? I said, yeah. And you from Ford City? I said, yeah. He said, you consider Ford? I said, yeah. I said, boy, you still look the same. I said, boy, I tried to figure him out. I had something about 30 years. He said, I still look the same. You still smile the same? What? I did ask, but boy, I got to say. Yeah. He remember me just like from yesterday. About 30 years.
Oh,
And
man.
Tim,
I mean, somebody today, I don't know who they
that was
are.
that guy that we was in Arkansas.
I can't remember
That was that guy that we met in Arkansas.
Huh?
I was over my sister's house in Arkansas,
They told me his name was on deal.
and it was a girl that I think Jim, you remember Gwen Smith. She was coming down the road, hollering at my sister, and so my sister, she said, you remember Wilder? She said, yeah, hey, how you doing? And I was looking at her What? Hey, it's this Gwen Smith. I said, yeah, I remember her. But the face,
Yeah, right.
Hey, I know the name.
Yeah.
Like the person I had in my mind.
Yeah.
so I didn't say she still the same. So,
And that was the same thing that I'm talking about. Then. So he was telling me, you don't know what it is, the deal bed and all that. I looked over him and everything. I said, hey, if that's the deal, I don't want to have no part of it. Because you look like you, I know that you younger than I am, you younger than I am, and you look way older than I do. And if that's the case, I don't want nothing to do with that. That's too much living. Yeah. Butter yourself up, man. No. So we gotta live according to Yah's Torah. His Torah. When we do those things, that's the best thing for us. See? And that if we're gonna enter into life, we gotta do what? Keep the commandments. See? And that's what makes us a holy people. This closes out our Parashah for today. This is what we want to bring to us. God wants us to be that holy people. Has nothing to do with your color. Don't have nothing to do with your bloodline. You read it in there. He says the stranger, if they choose to do those things and to follow that there, they are to be treated the same way. And God's going to treat them the same way. Okay? Therefore, let's get off all this other stuff here and follow what God has said, that we might be his kiddushim, his holy people. See? And that might be well with us. We've already suffered up bad stuff on the wrong choice. It's time for us, as my brother said there, to make the right choice.
Hallelujah.
That might be well with us. As our oath is, how should we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her tight. If I remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. Psalm 137, verses 5 and 6. All righty. Shalom, shalom for now. It's Yah's will. We will see you next week. All right.